Hey everybody, welcome to your weekly tarot reading forecast with me, Stella Wilde. This is for the week of June 12th through the 18th. We're going to be zeroing in on the full moon in Sagittarius, which is happening at 7:52 a.m. on Tuesday, June 14th. So, stay tuned. So this reading is for all signs. It is time-stamped. The timestamps are in the description of the video. Watch for your sun sign, your rising sign, your moon sign, and your Venus sign. So let's do a quick astrological analysis of this full moon in Sagittarius. As we know, Sagittarius is the truth teller of the zodiac. Yes, they are. So with a full moon in Sag, there's always, I think, some interesting truths that may come out of the woodwork, so to speak. But here's the thing, okay? This is the thing that's interesting about this full moon. It is squaring Neptune in Pisces. And Neptune in Pisces is squaring the sun in Gemini. So Gemini is a lot about lots of information coming in. Neptune, especially in Pisces, can be a lot about fantasy and imagination and really trying to sort through what is fact and what is fiction. So the Sagittarian full moon is really, the energy is really about you looking the truth in the face. But honestly, the truth may be a little hard to come by, okay? Like there's going to be a lot to just sift through. I would encourage you not to make too many hasty decisions or jump to too many conclusions at this full moon. Let the dust settle with whatever comes to light here, because there could be fog and confusion or just really an excess also of information. Now, we also have Jupiter in Aries. We have Mars conjuncting Chiron. So that's not easy energy just in general. There could be something that seems like worse than it is, also kind of blown out of proportion with the Jupiter influence here, and Jupiter rules Sagittarius. And with the Mars Chiron conjunction, there could be something that is a little bit, what's the word I want? Acerbic. It's tart. It's bitter. It's a little stinging. So it could be the type of thing where you are going to get the information to help heal something, but at first light of the full moon, there could be something that is that kind of stinging, cleansing feeling, like when you put antiseptic on a scratch or something like that. So I'm not necessarily saying the truth is going to hurt, but it might sting a little, depending on, of course, what's going on in your situation, But the point here is, I think, ultimately is to really just wait, see, ride it out. Don't make snap decisions or judgments. Let everything just kind of ease out, because we know full moons bring a lot of tension. So just let's see, what is the truth that's coming to light for you? How can you get to the truth? What do you need to do with the truth? Let's zero in with these questions for your tarot reading. All right, Aries, some truth getting revealed at this full moon in Saggy. Cutting through the noise of information, slicing through illusions, delusions. What is the truth Aries needs to know? We have an 8 of Pentacles and a Queen of Swords. There's our Gemini. And the 5 of Swords. Okay. So there could be something going on here, Aries, with some sort of worry or anxiety or overthinking about career. Virgo energy showing up here. That is your 6th house of work and well-being. So what I would say here with this energy is just throw yourself into your craft. Throw yourself into what you know you're good at doing. And just make the decision to block out all the noise. 5 of Swords. Block out the anxiety, the noise, the weed whacker I'm hearing right now outside my window. Cut it out. Cut out the noise. So I think, because with the Gemini here, and that is your 3rd house of information, I'm getting a sense that the truth that's coming out is that you're likely going to be changing your mind about something related to your craft or what you're working on currently. I think a better idea is going to come to light for you. But again, kind of just sit with it and see. But it's very interesting that we have the Five of Swords, which I call daytime anxiety. We have this as our last energy. And we have somebody crying in the corner, and we have this woman who looks kind of bitchy, sorry, to me. So I feel like there could be headed your way some sort of very unfounded criticism. There could be somebody who has a bee in their bonnet about something you've been working on or your work or something like that. It just could be somebody who is angry themselves about something. So if there is some sort of a cutting criticism or wounding comment this week around this full moon time, do not take it to heart. Do not let it throw you off your game. This is somebody who has a personal problem. Look at it objectively, consider the source, and don't let it throw you. This Eight of Pentacles, you could make a lot of headway in the week ahead with your work, with your craft, with whatever's important for you to be working on in the week ahead. And remember, apply the energies to your life. Work could be whatever it is going on for you right now. I would say also, don't overthink. Definitely don't overthink things this week. Just get into the flow zone here of you at your little workbench with your tools that you love, and let the action eliminate any of this worry. Because again, this is like being stuck in headspace. This is concrete action, effort, getting things done. But I feel like this is the key, especially because we have Mars and Chiron conjunct in your sign right now. So there could be some lashing out, acting out as well. Also look at it in terms of if you've been suppressing not telling your truth, Queen of Swords, not speaking your truth about something, and suddenly around you, you're getting people lashing out at you. It could be, again, some sort of, mirror. Everything's a mirror, right? That maybe, if you've been repressing something and other people are kind of boomeranging that energy back on you. I'm not saying you should lash out. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying take a look at that and see where maybe there is something that you've been holding back on. And especially so if you get like really annoyed with somebody else saying something, which again, consider the source. You may be very justified in getting annoyed with them. I hope I'm explaining this clearly, but look at this and say, okay, if life is a mirror and they're saying if things are, coming at me, what am I internalizing that needs to be expressed? Again, not necessarily as a lashing out or something like that, but what do I need to get off my chest before it turns into a drama? Okay, so, and in a healthy way. I mean, go kick it out at the gym, go write it in your journal, go, talk to a friend about it. You don't have to end up hurting somebody. But definitely if something is headed your way, consider the source big time, but also look to any internalized things you may be holding on to that need to be expressed. That's my feeling. And these may be two entirely different situations, issues, whatever. But I feel it's also a really good week to just throw yourself into your work and not worry so much about the maelstrom of energy that may be circulating around you, particularly somebody who may have their undies in a twist. Now, if you're the one who has your undies in a twist about something, again, look at that. Why is that happening? Is it because you're not engaging in your craft? You're not doing something productive. You're letting this energy throw you off your game. So consider all of these possibilities and apply them to your life, Aries, so that you can have a productive week ahead. All right, Taurus, let's see the energies of truth that you may be dealing with in the week ahead at this full moon. Energies of truth. What's coming to light, Taurus? Well, we have the Sun, very nice. And we have the Page of Swords. And we have the Ten of Pentacles. Okay. So there could be some very beautiful news coming in for you regarding your home and family finances. That is very, very possible with the Sun card here, which rules your 4th house of home. 10 of Pentacles, your Capricorn energy, big picture perspective of your life. So, and the Page of Swords in the middle. There could be good news also concerning a child, particularly air sign child. So Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, very possible here. There could be something, the truth coming to light about some sort of family finances. And I think in a good way, the 10 of Pentacles. So you may find some piece of information. Interesting, we have the Gemini energy showing up here. You may find some piece of information that shows that you are on the right track to manifesting some important money, long-term investment goal, something to do with, again, your home and family and finances. This could also be, Leo, 4th house foundational security of your life. You could, and very creative energy with the Page of Swords, you could also come upon some sort of idea. So the truth could come to light about some sort of idea you have for your future growth potential that could be quite profitable and quite solid. So what I'm feeling here is the truth is you are probably in a better position than you realize. That's what I feel. And the truth is more information is coming, Page of Swords, probably by the end of Gemini season. So by the 20th of June, that should make your heart happy, the Sun card, and show that you are Rainbow of Happiness, Sun card, 10 of Pentacles, that you are headed in absolutely the right direction with long-term investments, anything to do with shoring up your financial foundation, anything to do with family financial security, possibly some sort of sale of real estate deal, valuation of a property, that type of thing. This could be the type of thing also where, the deal gets done at this full moon if you're selling property or possibly even buying property. So this is very good. This is very, very good. The truth of the matter is you are positioning yourself in a very solid way toward manifesting a very strong heart's desire regarding your money. So be alert to whatever information comes in this week and be grateful for the information, whatever it may be, because again, gratitude brings more good stuff to us, and, apply it in terms of manifesting long-term growth. This is a time to think about your longer-term future, not just about the next day. This is about the next year, the next, 10 months to the next year, even the next 10 years. So information, the truth that comes to light around now, look at it in terms of how it's going to affect you much longer down the road. All right, but I think there could be some good news coming in this week. All right, Gemini, let's see what the truth is for you at this full moon in Sagittarius, which of course is opposite your energy. And then Neptune is squaring your sun. So particularly if you're born this week, in your solar return, you're going to have Neptune square your sun. So of course, it's going to depend on the houses this is affecting in your chart. But Neptune square the sun, it's very important for you to be absolutely aware of your energy levels in the year ahead if you have your birthday this week, okay? Because Neptune can sometimes bring, it has a dissolving quality to energy. It's nebulous. It's, ether. It's, it's not solid. So, and a square is tense energy. So you may feel, you can feel an energy drain when Neptune is squaring your sun. Sun is our vitality. So you want to make sure in the year ahead, if your solar return is this week, that you rest appropriately when you need to, because you know how you are, Gemini, go, 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 go. You rest when appropriate. You make sure that any sort of well-being things that are going on, you may need to get second opinions because, again, Neptune brings that fog and nebulousness. So you may need to get second opinions. That's fine. Make sure that you are very careful with any sort of prescriptions that you take. Okay, any sort of, not even just prescriptions, any sort of medicines or things that you ingest, because again, Neptune can bring things like, am I taking enough? Am I taking too much? And again, this is not medical advice. This is just common sense. Make sure you're clear on all those things. So really, honestly, just get the rest you need and don't feel guilty about it. And do not burn your candle at both ends, as you are sometimes, want to do. So, all right, that's just some general advice for solar return, Neptune square the sun. All right, now let's see what the truth is at this full moon for you, Gemini. What you need to know. You have a 7 of Cups and you have a 3 of Pentacles. Okie dokie. And here's your energy coming out. Okay, so what this suggests to me is that the truth is going to come out, a heart's truth about some new desires you have for your life that are very important to you. King of Swords. It may involve another person since the full moon is in your 7th house of relationships. So it could involve another air sign in particular, but it doesn't necessarily have to be. And we have here 7 of Cups, which is a bucket list energy for me. It's like things you still want to do and accomplish. It's a creative visualization energy. We have a 3 of Pentacles, which can be about working with groups, but for me is also a foundational energy. It's like making a plan, coming up with a structure and architecture for your life, your craft, what you're good at. And it has a lot of elements of writing and teaching and learning and all of that type of thing and working in community. So what I feel may be going on here is that you have some exciting new ideas of things for your year ahead that you want to accomplish. And it's a great time to tune into that energy, that creative visualization energy at our birthday season, right? Because it's an energetic reboot. It's our solar return. It's time to like think about our life in the next year and the things we want to do. So I think you're going to come up with at least 3 things of maybe these 7 that you maybe already have, because we can't do everything. And especially if you're born this week and you have Neptune square your sun, all right? Really zero in. My advice this week, the truth coming to light, is the 3 things that are most important for you to accomplish in the year ahead. And this does not have to be career. This can be anything. Your 3 most important foundational things. And I would encourage you to have it be in 3 key areas of your life. So maybe personal, work, and then family or something like that, or personal, work, and creative life, whatever it is. Come up with 3, just 3, 1 in each category of these new hopes and dreams and wishes. And be honest. This is the other thing. Be brutally honest with yourself. Here's your energy coming out. Be brutally honest. It's about you and what you really want. And get clear on that and come up with a little bit of an action plan for yourself. That's realistic also, all right? Especially if you're born this week with Neptune squaring your sun, all right? That's realistic. That's not gonna, not gonna make you, do too much, but that you can pace yourself with is what I am feeling. So this is very good. I think this is a really good time to, you can see she has a book in her hand here. We have a ladder, which is, climbing towards success. So just write it down. Write it down and make it happen. Write it down, come up with a plan, and see where you are in a year. I think this is good advice for this week ahead. But I do feel like the issue about the truth with the 7 of Cups here, make sure the dreams are your dreams and not dreams that somebody else has for you. Really make them your own. Gemini, and happy birthday. All right, Cancer, let's see the full moon truth coming out for you in the week ahead. Cancer, what do we have? We have the Ace of Swords. We have the Sword of Truth coming on in, and the Knight of Swords. Wow. And the 3 of Pentacles, and I shuffled. Gemini just got this. Okay, well, there could be some very interesting truth coming out about a decision you're going to make, about a new direction you're going to move your life in. And the 3 of Pentacles could have something to do with a group of people you may be getting involved with who can help you with some sort of major goal that you want to manifest. But the 3 of Pentacles is also an architecture, structure, planning card for me. It's about building something. So And it can be you want to build 3 things, or you're going to be building something in terms of writing or teaching or your craft, whatever your craft is. So the truth coming out, I feel like with the Knight of Swords here, whatever you've been in internal conflict about is going to clear out. You're going to have your this mindset reset, I feel, with this here. And you're going to make, look at this big full moon showing up here. You're going to make a very, very clear decision about what you want this to be. And I would encourage you at this full moon to start sketching out that plan for yourself of how you're going to manifest this new start, this mindset reset, this new goal that you have for yourself. Now, the full moon is happening in your 6th house of work and well-being. So it may be connected with those issues, but doesn't necessarily have to be. I'm trying to kind of be a little more general with this reading for people. But I feel the key here is this Knight of Swords energy, which is about changing your mind of whatever you were thinking before was going to be the thing. That's changing, and that's okay. You got this. You understand that that's changing. And also for you to start implementing it quickly, Knight of Swords. So, and implement it through written communications, actual, planning on paper, maybe signing a contract, really making some sort of clear commitment in writing, to yourself or to someone else, like I said, with a contract, or just, the plan sketched out on paper, your to-do list, or whatever it is, that you're going to, codify this in writing for yourself. You can make a contract with yourself also, right? You promise to yourself in writing, this is what I'm going to do. This is my decision. I'm going to not deviate from this. This is how it's going to happen. So, and the truth that may come out is that you may in fact need to do that. You know how it is sometimes when we just kind of float, and we all can do this, not just Cancer, right? We can all just kind of be like, yeah, I want that to happen. Yeah, I want to do that, da, 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 da. But when you actually put it down in writing and you make that promise to yourself, this is it. I am doing this. And you see it in black and white in front of your face in your own handwriting. This little note to yourself could just even be a little stick-it note. It doesn't matter, right? Put it up on your bathroom mirror. This is what I am committing myself to. This is the plan. We tend to stick to it a lot more. So don't break a promise to yourself. This is key. This is the truth coming out. Make the decision, keep the promise to yourself, and get the plan in motion. But it's going to surprise you. I think this truth coming out at this full moon is that you're going to make a decision, I think, in a little bit of a different direction than what you were thinking. And that's okay. That's okay, because there's going to be a truth that comes out that's going to help you kind of just tweak the plan a little bit. All right, Leo, let's see what the truth is that's coming out for you at this full moon. Sagittarius, your 5th house of love, romance, creativity, pleasure. Leos. Well, you got some Aries energy, the Emperor, and the 5 of Pentacles, and the King of Wands. Isn't this fascinating? This is very fascinating. Okay. So this is your energy, of course, King of Wands. Could also still be Aries energy and can be Sagittarius energy, but we do have the Aries showing up here. And Aries is, of course, your 9th house of the big picture perspective of your life. This is really interesting, and a 5 of Pentacles in the middle. Okay, the truth that may be coming out at the Sagittarius full moon is that somebody is perhaps more invested in a personal connection than the other person. All right, is what I am feeling. So it could be you, it could be the Aries. This could also be something going on with your father. If your father is still around, there could be something going on with his finances or his well-being. The truth may come out about, or a father figure, that type of thing. This is also husband energy. So there could be something, if you have a significant other, there could be something going on, a truth coming out about their finances or their well-being. All right. But my initial feeling in looking at this energy, because this is in the middle, is that somebody is more invested than the other person in the connection. Who it is, I don't know. Could be either one of you. So again, with the energy that's coming out astrologically, with the Neptune squaring the Gemini, the Chiron with the Aries, the Mars Chiron conjunction. And as I was saying in the intro to this video, if somebody gets their undies in a twist and feels cut out, left out in the cold, is feeling bad about themselves or something like that, or somebody says something cutting, because sometimes the Emperor can be a little brash, try to not take it to heart. Let the dust settle with this. But the question I would ask myself after the dust settles and whatever rolls out, because remember, this is a general reading, whatever rolls out, whatever situation comes about, maybe because somebody is just not feeling very good about themselves and is acting out. Ask yourself, if it's this person who's doing the acting out, ask yourself, Leo, do I really want to still be connected to this person? This could be friend, lover, whomever, whatever is going on. Because you deserve better than that. Okay? So there may be something that comes to light about, is this connection really going to continue to be worth my investment of energy? Five of Pentacles. Now, a Five of Pentacles, fives can change, right? It's not static, stuck energy. Fives are about metamorphosis and change. But it could just be that somebody is having second thoughts about a connection, and it's nothing to do with you, but because they're not feeling good about themselves in some way. And again, it could be something financial. It could be that they're having a health issue that's making them feel not great about themselves. So again, you got to consider the source, consider, what's going on with the application of these energies to your life. But I would just, wait and see how this plays out, and don't take to heart this energy, this Five of Pentacles. Okay. And if somebody pulls back this week also, don't immediately take it personally either. I'm not saying they should do that if you're very involved with them and all of a sudden they disappear. But just wait. And again, consider the source and see what the situation is. Okay? But remember, bottom line, at the end of the day, nobody deserves to be treated in a Five of Pentacles manner. All right? Like cut off, left out in the cold, ghosted, whatever. So know that also. And don't you dare go chasing anybody. Virgo, look who stopped by for you. She hasn't been to any of the other signs yet. She was napping on the sofa. So lucky Virgos. All right, Virgos, let's see. But I have no room now on the desk. Let's see what we need to know for you for the truth coming out at the Sagittarian full moon. And a cat butt. How attractive is that? Okay. Hopefully your week will be smelling much nicer than a cat butt. Okay. We have the Six of Cups. That's a good start. The truth coming out. And the Hangman. Oh, and your energy, Nine of Pentacles. Wow. This is very good. The truth is, something that you have been waiting for a long time is getting ready to pop in your world. You're going to see, I think, the inklings of that popping at this full moon. So the truth is, something you have wanted dearly is on its way to you. And I think you're going to see it absolutely by your birthday with the Nine of Pentacles here. You may see it, of course, much sooner. You may see it within 9 days. That's very, very possible. So all you have to do is just be patient. All right. Just wait with this Hangman here. Okay. I know the waiting is sometimes the hardest part, as Tom Petty said, but if you can just hang in there. Now, this is interesting because it's Pisces. That is your 7th house of relationships. And we have a Six of Cups energy here, which is a card of, I feel, karmic soulmate relationships. So there could be something going on with the truth coming out about maybe somebody who is right for you, who likes you, maybe somebody you've just met, maybe somebody you are about to meet very soon. Whatever this Six of Cups can also just be a childhood wish, something you've wanted for since forever, because it is part of your destiny to manifest in this lifetime. You're going to maybe see the inklings, like I said, at the truth of that at this full moon, that if you just bide your time, if you just hang in there, that's very much the Hangman. If you just hang in there, it's coming. The Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles, personal paradise energy, Virgo energy, your most fondest hope, wish, and dream absolutely could be manifested by your birthday. And as I said, you may see the inklings of that this week at this full moon. Now, the full moon is in your 4th house of the foundation of your life, home, family, roots. So if this involves meeting another person, if another person's coming in at this full moon, or they have already kind of come in, I would say within the last 2 weeks, you may really see the truth that you feel like you've known this person before, this 4th house. You may get that truth that they are going to be part of your foundation in your life going forward. They are going to be a person, a presence in your life that is going to nourish you and feed you. Okay, so, now she's back. So I think it's lunchtime. Talk about nourishing and feeding. So this is very, very good energy. You really just have to be alert to the signs and the symbols. That's all. And just stay in your beautiful Virgo energy here, this Nine of Pentacles, of what is right and true for you. And hold on to that dream. Hold on to the vision of the beautiful, innocent energy of that dream also. This is just, the Six of Cups is such a pure, beautiful, innocent, heartfelt energy. So just keep your vibe high, hold on to that vision, hold on to that energy, and in due time, it will manifest for you. Right, Ariel? Right. All right, Libras, let's see the truth that's coming out for you at the Sagittarian full moon. What do the Libras need to know? Let's see. All right, let's see. Ariel, pick a card. We have a Knight of Pentacles and the Hangman again. I shuffled very thoroughly in between Virgo and Libra, but Virgo also just got this. You have the Magician. Wow. Okay. So very nice energy here. Knight of Pentacles. So something that you have been wanting to change in your life for a long time, something that maybe has been just status quo, stuck, like not going anywhere. And remember, apply the energies to your life as to what that might be. You are going to see, you've been biding your time. You've been waiting for it to change. It's coming. The magic is here. The magic is here. And you're going to see in about a month's time, your whole life is going to change. Okay. With the information, the truth that comes out at this Sagittarian full moon. Now that is your 3rd house of communications. So there could be a very important conversation that happens around that full moon that solidifies the truth of you manifesting, the Magician, this very important change in your life in a month's time. So it may feel like there's something going on right now at this full moon that you're sacrificing, that you're still kind of hanging there, right? With this Hangman, you're still kind of a little bit in limbo, but you're going to see the hands of the clock start moving. All right. And I really feel it has something to do with some sort of important conversation, likely that you're going to be having. You may have already had it, actually. That's possible for some of you, but I feel like, maybe the truth at that full moon, and that conversation may have to be with yourself also. The truth of it is that the hands of time are going to start moving. And it's because your will, the Magician, your will is totally aligned with this new course of action that you're going to be taking. You are getting yourself out of a period of stagnation. You are doing this. You are making the choice. You're having the conversation with yourself that this needs to be done. and you're on board. That's the other thing that's great about this energy. So remember, the Magician is about all of our, as I like to say, our personal magic, our innate talents and capabilities, and, just how powerful we can be, and also a very powerful energy of manifestation. So you are making something happen big in your life. This is fantastic. Now, it may have something to do with a home or family situation because the Knight of Pentacles is here. So for some of you, especially if you've been held up in limbo with some sort of real estate matter or relocation or something like that, you may see things accelerate very quickly as a result of the truth coming out at the Sagittarian full moon. And because the Magician is here, which is the number one, which can signal in a month's time, I mean, definitely in a year's time, you're going to see this, but I really feel in a month's time. So by the time we get to the Capricorn full moon, which is on the 14th of July, or the 13th, you are going to see this major change in the foundation of your life, because that will be in your 4th house of home, family, roots, what nourishes you and what feeds you. And this is what you have been wanting to shift and change. So you are creating a beautiful new beginning for yourself, Libra. Like from the ground up in some area of your life that has been very stuck. So look at the information that comes in at that Sagittarian full moon. Look at maybe an important conversation you need to have with someone else or yourself about the changes that need to be made, and also assert your personal power, the Magician. This is something deeply personal to you that you really want. So don't let somebody else talk you out of it. Really claim it for yourself here with the Magician. All right, Scorpio, let's see what truth is coming out for you at this Sagittarian full moon, which is happening in your 2nd house of Show Me the Money. So let's see. I already shuffled a lot in between, so I'm just going to do one more shuffle. All right, let's see what we got. Ariel, assist me, please. We have the 2 of Wands. And we have the Knight of Swords. And we have the 5 of Cups. Okay. So the truth that may be coming out for you at the Sagittarian full moon, this is interesting because the 2 of Wands, you could look at that, your 2nd house, which is fire, which is Sag. So this is interesting. The 2 of Wands came out. We have a Knight of Swords, which is fast decision making. We have the 5 of Cups, which can be nostalgia, regret, and disappointment. What I feel is a choice. You are poised on the precipice. You are poised at the crossroads of making a choice here. You can see she has 2 roads she can choose from. The 5 of Cups, I don't think is anything terrible here. I think it's just some sort of disappointment that I can't do both things. At least right now. All right. Especially in terms of money. All right. Because it's your 2nd house being activated with this full moon. So the truth that's coming out, the reality may be, you're going to have to make a choice. You may need to make that choice rather quickly, Knight of Swords, by the end of Gemini season. And you may have to make it very instinctually. Just kind of like going on your gut and being like, you know what, this is the information I have right now. Because it's the swords, right? So this is, if I do my pro and con list and here's all the info and the intel I have, and I sift through what is real and true and what is not, because also we have the Gemini and the Sun in Gemini squaring the Neptune and Pisces energy. So you've got to sift through a lot of information. And as long as you use your Scorpio intuition and instincts to do that, I think there's something here. The truth is you're going to have to make a decision quickly. There may be an opportunity that can't wait. But the 5 of Cups is, darn it, why can't I do both? Or why can't this thing happen or that thing happen? So I'm not necessarily feeling you're going to be between a rock and a hard place. I'm not feeling that, but you may feel that in a sense because Scorpio, you like to have control. You like to have full control, like everything's going to line up the way you say. And that may not entirely be the case. I'm not saying your hand is going to be forced necessarily, but you're going to have to decide quickly and just start moving on a road. And I'm just saying, there's just this nostalgia or regret that it couldn't be a different way, or it couldn't be the way exactly you wanted. Or perhaps also, this can be something, if this is to do with your values and your romantic life, it could be you're going to leave somebody behind because they're not fitting into where you see your life is going. That's another possibility. Or maybe it's not a love relationship. It could just be a friendship. It could be, something, some other situation in your life where that person you're going to see very clearly is not going to be part of the journey ahead. And, that's the thing, we have that expression, people are in our life for season, reason, lifetime. So the season of a certain person being in your life, you may see that that's not going to continue. And it may shift abruptly. There could be something, going on with that because of the Knight of Swords. Now, sometimes Knight of Swords, yes, can be some sort of argument or conflict. And Scorpio, how sometimes you can pick a fight to make it easier to let go of somebody. So I don't encourage that. That's the lower vibration of Scorpio. So there could just be something here of just, acceptance of the situation. I mean, somebody may be leaving you behind too. I mean, that's possible. But I feel it's more you. There's something going on with because of this energy coming out first. So, this will pass, this 5 of Cups situation. It's nothing dire, I'm feeling. But that's the truth I feel that's coming out for you at this full moon. And you're going to be embarking on a very new path very, very soon. Like this is like you're going to have to start this like right at this full moon. And you may be just starting a few steps forward, but you're going to see that you're going to be getting out of this stagnation also of whatever this is that you've been kind of waiting on moving forward. And once you start moving forward, things are also going to shift very, very fast. And you may not have time to catch up with your emotions either. You may need to schedule some time for yourself to really process through everything that's going on. Sagittarius, it's your full moon in your sign. Let's see what you need to know. What is going on? Saggies. Big truth coming to light for the Sagittarians. And we have a 9 of Cups. I like to see that. And we have a Page of Swords. And we have a 7 of Cups. Well, all right. I would say that a big wish is getting ready to manifest for you. But that's just the beginning. This wish that's getting ready to manifest is going to usher in some new visions for your life. Some new priorities in your life, some new dreams and visions that you would like to manifest. So now with the 9 of Cups here, I feel like that this could be also within 9 days of your full moon. So I'm going to take this out all the way to the end of Gemini season as well with the Page of Swords here. Okay, even with within the week, right? The 7 of Cups. So this is gorgeous. This could have something to do with a child in your life as well. Especially an air sign child, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But there seems to be some very exciting news coming in. The Page of Swords, this could be an email, this could be a letter, this could be a phone call, personal conversation, some sort of communication activity that is bringing this desire to light and to life. And I love the 7 of Cups here also. So it could just be also that there is a plan, a commitment, a contract to bring a bucket list item finally to fruition also. But I absolutely feel that one thing manifests that's beautiful, that ushers in even more exciting, expansive energy in your life. So I feel like in a sense, it's like this is just getting started for you. Whatever this 9 of Cups wishes that is likely to manifest at this full moon. It's just going to lift your spirits and cause you to dream bigger. That's what I feel. So this is absolutely gorgeous and fantastic. So the truth is, you may have been settling. You may have been playing too small. You may not have had big dreams lately for your life. I mean, let's face it. You have gone through the South Node in your sign. I mean, it's switched out now, but You went through 2 years a year and a half of elimination and stress and upheaval. And that can take a toll. A South Node transit absolutely can take a toll. But you're out of that now, and it is safe for you to dream big and dream bigger and have some beautiful new wishes manifest for you. So there could be a gorgeous success that is very well deserved, good news. But really the key I want you to focus on is also this 7 of Cups, which is that it is just getting started. You've turned a major corner, and how is this wish manifesting going to feed some new dreams in your life as well? Capricorn, let's see what's going on for you. The truth coming out at the Sagittarian full moon. Let's find out, Capricorn. All right, Cappies. Let's check it. What is this 5 of Swords shenanigans? And the Knight of Wands. Okay, we'll take that. And a Temperance. I'll take that too. Okay. So it's on, baby. Look at this. So we have fast moving news coming in, a fast moving change, something that you have been patiently wanting to shift. It's at your doorstep, Capricorn. So the 5 of Swords, I call that my daytime anxiety energy. This card cracks me up where, this lady really just looks like mother hell here. And then we have this girl crying in the corner. So, whatever wounds you've been suffering, somebody could have said something to you rather, rather nastily. But it could just be, you've just been suffering. You feel like you've been suffering in a corner. Somebody else has kind of held all the power, with these swords here. Or you just feel like you can't make traction on something, some important goal. The truth that's coming out is the changes here. We got the fire. We got the Knight of Wands, which is the Sagittarian energy, and we have Temperance, which is the Sagittarian energy. Now, this is your 12th house, Sagittarius, right? Of things hidden behind the scenes. So that's one, reading of a 12th house. But what I feel here is whatever you have been suffering in silence about behind the scenes is going to evaporate, is going to just fizzle out in your life. And something beautiful is about to burst onto the scene for you with this Knight of Wands and Temperance. And the truth of the matter is you're going to see the flames of that begin at this full moon. The spark, the flame, the sizzle. The sizzle is going to start happening. Now, your full moon is in a month. Your full moon is on the 13th, 14th of July. So I think by the time we get to your full moon, you're going to see that fire full ablaze. That fire full ablaze is clearing out the anxiety, the doubt, any sort of detritus that's toxic and unhealthy in your subconscious, your unconscious, especially things about you deserving something better. That is being cleansed by fire. That is getting out of there. And you're going to see this. You're going to see this very positive change manifest for you. So that's the truth. That's the truth of the matter. This fiery Sag truth-telling energy is going to light a flame inside of you that is going to burn so bright, you got to wear shades. Okay, everyone's going to have to wear shades. So Capricorn, this is very good. But I feel like you're just, you're going to be shifting some emotional baggage from your past in a blaze of glory. And that's going to lead you to the more permanent change that you're going to see blossom at your full moon in a month. So you're on the right track with the Knight of Wands here. Feel the fire, feel the passion, and feel the fire and passion of your truth and what you know is right for you, and hold fast to the positive changes that you have been making in your life, and know that this really is done. This is no more about, Capricorn crying in a corner. This is really finished, but there may be some last bits of stuff you clear out. Now, honestly, with these energies, this would be an excellent time to literally clear out baggage from your past. Now, you know me, I'm Aries, so I do like a little fire. I like a little pyromania, but, if you can safely have some sort of burn, literal burn of old papers, I don't know if you should burn old clothes, but old junk. If you can, do something with fire safely, that would be helpful for you. Purge by fire. All right. This last bits of stuff that reminds you of something from the past where this was the situation going on. Get rid of it. Like, you don't need it anymore. Why do you want to dwell or hold on to things that hold negative energy, toxic energy from your past? Do you really want to read those journals from 2005 that detailed all the dramas and tragedies that happened? And relive all that in your system and relive all that toxic energy and put it back into your aura? You have worked too hard to cleanse things and detoxify yourself. This is a last big purge is what I am feeling. And you are being cleansed by fire. Work with my metaphor, Capricorn. And let me know in the comments what you plan to do with these energies. All right, Aquarius, let's see what the truth is coming out for you. At the Sagittarius full moon, what do you need to know? All right, Aquarius, what is poppin'? Here's your energy, King of Swords. This Seven of Cups, and I've been shuffling and shuffling, came out again. Oh, and a Ten of Cups. All right. Well, this truth is that you are getting ready to manifest a very beautiful dream for yourself. Ten of Cups. Personal happiness. And yes, the Ten of Cups is often with some sort of relationship or family, but it really is just the ultimate in personal happiness because it's the 10. Okay, so just again, apply the energies to your life and situation. I think what's coming out at this full moon is some sort of new desires here, Seven of Cups. The truth is that maybe you haven't been addressing your own personal happiness in a long time. Maybe you've just been ignoring it. And by personal happiness, I mean your emotional life. This is personal. It's the cups here. This is not about business, finance, blah, blah, blah. This is about your personal happiness. Whether it's with friends or romance or family, it's your emotional life. So you may have been ignoring your emotional life. The truth of the matter is, all right? So what this is saying is that this full moon, the truth is that's coming out is that it's time to dream again and really ask yourself, well, what is going to make me really happy? What do I need to do to raise my happiness quotient and get to my Ten of Cups situation, whatever that would be for you. I think that this situation could manifest for you very, very quickly. Once you acknowledge this, once you acknowledge what it is you truly want that would make you happy. And it probably involves connection because of the Ten of Cups. This could be connecting more with people in an artistic community. This could be, connecting with a best friends. This could be, yes, acknowledging I want a relationship in my life and what am I going to do to go get it, etc. So I think the truth that's coming out here is that you have to acknowledge your personal life. You probably, we know, you have Saturn in your sign right now. So it has been a lot about personal responsibility, stepping up, can be sometimes restrictions and delays. There can be a heaviness. There can be a lot of seriousness when Saturn goes through our own sign. But one of the things, and you may have been burdened by work. Absolutely. That's very, very possible with Saturn in your sign. But also let's not forget that, work is not the be all and end all of existence. Yes, it's important, but at the end of the day, it's the people in our lives. It's the relationships and connections that we create. It's the emotional bonds that we have with other people at the end of the day that matter the most. So I think the truth of this full moon is reminding you of that and bringing it to look at this big full moon here. And there you are standing there, Aquarius, dreaming of really what's going to make you happy. This could also be something to do with a travel with either going to visit somebody important to you or traveling with a significant other as well. and escaping the daily grind and having that joy and reconnection. So depending on your situation, but this is a time to really dive deep into your heart and acknowledge the truth of what you need emotionally in your life going forward and how you're going to make it happen. All right, Pisces, let's see what's going on for you at this truth-telling Sagittarius, a full moon, which is happening in your 10th house of career. Let's see what we need to know. Pisces. Les poissons. What do they need to know? Why do we have a 3 of Swords coming out? Oh, but we have the Strength. Okay. And we have the Judgment call. Okay. You are stronger than you realize. That's the truth that's coming out at this full moon. You are stronger than you realize, and whatever has been blocking you, right? 3 of Swords, whatever has been standing in your way is about to be vanquished, is what I feel. The Judgment is here. This is, of course, new life, resurrection. In this deck, you see it's the phoenix rising from the ashes. It's only a matter of time. The change that you want to have happen is on its way. It may be happening by the 20th, so maybe a little after the full moon, but it is coming. And I think there is likely to be some sort of very encouraging message for you, because here's the full moon and the Strength card. At that full moon. And let me think here for a minute. Okay. So that Leo, the Leo energy, that is your 6th house of work and well-being. So that's being activated with the tarot, and the full moon is activating your 10th house of career. So if there's been career disappointments, if there's been a block, if there's been something where somebody's been speaking ill of you or thwarting you in some way, just stay true to your heart and what you know are your strengths, talents, and capabilities. You are, like I said, stronger than you know, and the change is on its way with this Judgment. There is a decision that's probably coming up for you with your career, with the Judgment call card surfacing here. But it is going to help move you in a better direction. Now, for some of you, you have to remember it's a general reading. For some of you, there could be, I'm just going to say it, there could be some disappointment that comes to light at this full moon regarding your career. That's going to force you to make a decision to perhaps leave a place because maybe they're not going to promote you, or they go back on a promise, or whatever. So it could go either way. A block could be dissolved. That's going to help you make a new decision. But it also equally could be, depending on your situation, that the truth that comes out is a situation that you want to be a certain way. You may realize it's not going to be a certain way. But again, wait till the dust settles. As I said in the astrological prologue to the video, wait, because there's so much information coming out with the Gemini being activated and with your, Pisces, with Neptune and Pisces squaring the sun. And there is a lot of fog and confusion. So that being said, there could be something that looks bad that actually isn't also. So it's just going to depend on what you have going on in your life. But as Shakespeare said, all's well that ends well. So, and I feel like with these two major arcanas here, this situation, however it is going to be okay with these two energies, because you're not going to give up. Here's the Strength card. You're going to persevere, and you're going to rise like a phoenix and make the judgment call that's right for you in whatever circumstance you're dealing with this energy. So, and this may not necessarily be with your career. I'm just saying the full moon is in the career zone. I mean, this could be something else that's going on also for you. So, the other thing that's possible, I'm just going to say, because Chiron and Mars are in your 2nd house of money, and as I said in the prologue to the video, that is kind of a wound, an issue that could be a little bittersweet, could be a little, tough to handle. There could be something here, that you have to really acknowledge and face a truth about your finances. Now, you have the capability to fix whatever it is with the strength and judgment. I do feel that. But you may have to make some important decision about your finances that maybe you don't really want to make. But if there's something going on there, you're going to have to just kind of, buckle down and do it and deal with it. And, so that's possible also, depending on your situation. But as I said, I feel like these are very positive energies here for me, that you have the strength to overcome whatever the situation might be for you. And that's an important truth to acknowledge, because sometimes when we're going through something, we do forget how strong we are, because depending on what it is, it can feel overwhelming. So, just feel the feelings that you need to feel, but then also remember and remind yourself that you are definitely stronger than you realize, and you got this. You can deal with whatever this is and come out the other side and triumph. So thank you so much for joining us. She finally showed up halfway through the video for your weekly astrology and tarot energy forecast for the week of the full moon in Sagittarius and the truth that it may bring to light. Leave me a comment, please. I love to hear. Let me know what's going on for you with these energies. We love you guys so very, very much. Thank you for the support of the channel. We appreciate you and hope that you have a great week ahead. All right. Take care. We'll see you again soon. Stella Wilde signing out.